Well, we grew up in a small port town in Michigan called Bay City. It's right off of Lake Huron in the Saginaw Bay. And so we were a Catholic family for many generations. And we're very blessed, had great parents, a lot of fun growing up.
We always been pretty close as brothers. We did spend a lot of family time together. We did a lot, you know, everything back then was family.
And I always had a good relationship. I'm older than Rick, even though I probably look younger than him actually, but I was pretty typical. Growing up, I was a beer drinking party boy in high school with all of my friends, but I was reading the Bible at the same time. And there was this contrast going on in my life. So it came to a climax in February of 1974 when I went out to Phoenix, Arizona for college. And I found myself out by a swimming pool. 1 hour went by, 2 hours went by, probably was out there about 3 hours, and then this guy came out of his apartment that I had known for about 3 weeks named Carl. Him and I used to shoot pool together. And he asked me, he said, "What are you doing out here?" I said, "Well, Carl, I'm talking to God." And he shared with me how he was a born-again Christian 5 years earlier. And he told me what happened for him, and all of a sudden the presence of Jesus came all around me. And I never saw him with my eyes, but his presence was overwhelming, and I felt how much he loved me in that moment, and I just surrendered my life to him. I came back a month later to Michigan. That was March of 1974 as a Jesus freak, so to speak. My family saw me leave as a beer drinking party boy, typical Catholic guy, and I come back talking about the Lord all the time and reading the Bible, and they said, "Man, he went out there in the desert and he freaked out, you know." But I just love to share the Lord with people. And of course, Rick was one of the first ones that I shared this relationship with. And he thought I was crazy in the beginning.
Still think that. It took a lot of convincing on Gary's part. I just really didn't want to hear it, you know. Pretty interesting though, when Gary started coming around, he was really different. We saw it in him. And I said, wow. Maybe I could be like that, right? As far as his attitude and stuff was just so upbeat and everything, and yeah, we started having a better relationship actually.
That's right. They saw that there was something different about me, and they liked the changes that they saw. They saw something was good coming out of my relationship that I had with the Lord, and they liked that. They were drawn to the good side of my relationship with the Lord that was coming out. And they met some of my new friends that were friends from the church that I got into after I became a Christian. And they liked my friends. They said, wow, these are really nice people, you know. I knew what the Lord had taken me from. And you know, being Rick's brother, I knew him very well. And I could see how there was challenges he was facing similar to what I was facing, you know, in the party scene and different things. And I just loved him as a brother, and I wanted the best for him.
And he really shared a lot of stuff with me about God and things that I could actually understand. It was very special to me. He's an amazing person. He was able to lead all of our family to be reborn again. And especially my mom and dad were quite stubborn to do that. And he was able to do it.
You know, being family, we all know we all have challenges and things we have to deal with, and those come up very regularly in the family. And if you're a born-again Christian in your family, that's a real opening for you to be able to share Jesus and to say, you know, I'm not sure what the answer is for that, but I know Jesus has got an answer. And every time you plant a seed of sharing the Bible with them or praying with them or just letting them know how much you care about them,
he never gave up. That was the real big thing about our relationship, is he never gave up on me. As many times as I shied away from him, he never gave up.
I love what the Lord says. Today is the day of salvation, you know, so I feel like he has that for all of us, and it's just a matter of us choosing to receive it, and people will do it at different times in their life.
Come a long ways, haven't you?
Hopefully.
We both have, actually.
I'm glad the Lord's not done with me yet.
Right.
I'm still a work in progress, but he's so good.